Okay, so I am going to show you how to make this shaker card now. It's very easy. So what we're going to do is we just need a few impact. I use Morphe's impact, and then you can use any dye-based impact, distress impact, even the pigment impact will work just fine. We need a nice glue with some fine tips here, and some dauber and some shaking stuff, and we need a piece of acetate. And I don't really, at this time I use a transparency film from the Staples because we want a little bit thin one. Don't use the backing that comes with a stamp. They are too thick. We're going to have a problem to die cut it. So I am going to, so what I did is I already used the die cut, and I do the die cut first. I do the embossing. I use a watercolor texture paper because this card I didn't use or stamp image. I kind of just create those kind of embossing looking, so I didn't use or stamps. I just use embossing on the piece watercolor cardstock. Okay, so there's too many different ways to play. So if you don't want to use a dauber and you want to use your stamp image, you can do that too. So, but I use this one because I always want to show you that you have too many different possibilities to play with the local King's stamp, not just make one card. So we are going to use a dauber. We are going to use a dauber with impact to coloring. So what I do is I just use a little dauber. Remember, one color, one dauber. If you keep using the same dauber and just mix the color, you're going to get a very ugly result. So we just use, I'm going to bring a little bit more closer here. Okay, so we use a little bit orange, and I kind of gently just drawing a little circle on my rose, and then you're going to change your dauber, and then we're going to pick a little bit pink. And then just give a little touch up. Always start with a very light color. If it's not enough, you add more. Don't try to start with a very dark color too heavy. If it's too dark, we cannot turn back. So just just gently, always brush your impact. Don't tap. That way your impact lasts longer. Those Morphe impact have over 20 years. They are still in a good shape because I always rub, not tap. Okay. So we're gonna just give a little bit touch out the rose part, and now we're gonna do the leaves. So I'm going to use green color, light green. Find the leaves area and just drawing a little circle. That's the best way you can hide all the stroke. And I think my dauber need to be changed because there's a little crumb. It's kind of falling apart. I think the dauber is kind of too old. Okay, just give a little bit green color and very pastel looking. I'm going to do the butterfly, so I am going to do 2 brown butterfly. So circling around. You can do any color you like. Okay, start with the light color first. And then use the other dauber with a darker color. Brush your dauber, don't tap. And just do a little bit frame. Be careful, those frames kind of fragile because they are too fine, but it should be fine. Yeah, see, it's not pretty already. Oh, I'm missing a spot. Okay, let's do this. That's pretty nice, easy coloring technique, isn't it? Oh, I just used a purple butterfly, but that's okay. You get the idea. Okay, in the next step, I will probably make this card for somebody special because it does take a little bit longer to make it. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your die cut, and you're going to cut at least 6 of these image. So let's do these 1, 2. I use color watercolor cards that are a little bit thicker. You can try to use like a little bit thicker cards, like 100 pounds Kruger cardstock, so that way you don't have to cut too many. I found 6 is good enough, is create enough thickness to make a shaker card. So have this ready, and we are going to glue them all together. So what I'm going to show you is you are going to have a nice glue with a fine tip, and then you are going to just apply the glue on top. okay, because the framing area is too fine. So let's do this so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so just apply on the top, the backing of this. No, actually in the front, sorry, not backing. The front, like this. Make sure you have enough glue here. And then you're going to pick the other one and put on top of that. Okay, you can use this poking tool. I help you to line out your die cut piece. Okay, so when you finish your second layer, you are going to do your third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth. Okay, so all you need is nice glue with a fine tip. Okay, and I just put enough glue everywhere. Here, here, here. Okay. And we are going to do one more. And just to repeat this one, you are going to need 6 there. So this is 3. And this is 6 sheets. If you want to have a 7, 8, you can do that too. But I found out 6 is enough. Okay, and the next step, we are going to seal the window now, because if we don't seal the window, there is no way you can put your bling bling stuff between. They are not going to stay there. So we're gonna seal the window, and so now we need a piece of transparency film. And then here is great tips. I think you're going to love it. Because the die cut, they are created to cut the thin stuff like paper. They should cut the paper, no problem. Fabric, no problem. But when they want to cut the material, this is what usually happens. They don't really cut unless you just cut too many times. But because our die cut, the outline die cut is very thin, I don't want you to damage this cut. So I'm going to share a great tutorial. You are going to use this technique for now on. So when you use the material, and if you have a problem to cut through the material, this is what you're going to do. So you are going to, let me grab, okay. So this is your acetate, right? They come like that. So when you run through the machine, you are going to put a piece of thin regular paper, like a regular computer printer paper, the thin one, not the cardstock. And then you are going to put your die cut like this, the cutting one face down. You run through the machine, you put your plate like this, right? You run through the machine. When you see your paper is cut, that means your transparency film is cut. If your paper is not cut, your transparency film is not cut. So this is what it looks like. After I run to the machine, see, this is my regular paper, and that's my transparency film. As soon as I saw the paper is die cut, that means my transparency film is die cut. Isn't that awesome? So as long like if you have a problem to cut material, just make sure you put a piece of regular printing paper on top of your transparent, like a material sheet, and as long as your paper is cut, you can see your material is cut. Isn't that an awesome tip? Okay, and what I do is I put my acetate on the table and I glue it, and I put my 6-layer die cut on top, and that's what it look like. And we are going to glue this piece on top. That's how I seal this window. But remember, you are going to have 6 pieces cut, glued together. Acetate is on the first surface, and then you are putting this one on top. Don't put your acetate on the bottom, because that way you don't seal the window, and when you put those bling bling stuff there, they are not going to stay there. Trust me, I made a mistake before I created this tutorial. So again, 6th layer of your die cut acetate on the first, and then you put your stamp image. You can do this one or you can do this one. Okay, so I'm going to just glue it. Okay, now it's ready to put all the shaking, those kind of bling bling stuff inside. And then, but before we do that, I use my outline die cut and I cut the other piece for the backing, because after we put all the stuff inside, we have to seal it. So that way those little stars will stay there, right? See the difference between this shaker card and this shaker card. This shaker card, you can give it to your neighbor because it's only costs 5 minutes. This is shaker card, it take I think 10 minutes to make it, so for someone special. Okay, so now we are going to open it. See the depth here? That's the place you're going to put all those bling bling stuff. So I have this nice little, let's try the heart shape. Okay, don't put too much, okay? So just put some here, because too much they are not going to shake anymore. Okay, like this. And then again, a glue. This time we make sure we put enough glue to seal it, okay? And then just apply the glue onto your die cut area, especially the frame area. Okay, make sure you have enough glue. We don't want your shaker card leak, so especially like the leaf area. Okay, just apply enough glue everywhere. You can use a micro bead to do that too. Okay, and we are going to do this one so it will fit perfectly. Okay, don't get so exciting, pick it up soon. Make sure nice press everywhere. They are completely sealed. Look, isn't that cute? And then you just mount on the colored cardstock. How pretty this one. Okay, so that's everything. I hope you like this new design. I am really impressed by myself, come up with this good idea. So we just come back from our Loco King 2019 Caribbean cruise, and we are going to release all the tutorial that we the project that we did on board. The cruise was so much fun. So we have a booked the other Alaska cruise is 2020 August 2nd, leave from Vancouver, and we already have 10 people signed up. So we only can have 48 people on board. Make sure you check our website for the detailed information, and we have a 20% off promotion running our store now. If you should receive the email now with the coupon code. If you're new to our product, you don't have a coupon code, please send us an email and we will send you one. So make sure you check our website. Our website is www.locokingRubberStamp.com. Thank you for watching our tutorial. I hope you like it and give a thumb up, and I see you next time.